Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of the infamous, the ever-loving Logan Stover Show. Hey guys, it's Logan, and welcome to episode 3 of the Logan Stover Show. Somehow you made it through episode 1, you made it through episode 2, and here we are at the amazing episode number 3. We have a great show today. I'm really excited about some of the things that are coming up. Wanted to let you know of what to expect in today's episode. So today we have something that's a little bit odd to some people, and some people may know about it or not, but it's about Pandora, the music station, you know, when you listen to on your phone. So we were posed with a question on the show, and we thought it was a great topic to talk about. But we were asked, what is a Pandora station that you listen to that nobody would think that you listen to? And then inversely, we kind of thought, what's a Pandora station that you listen to that you wouldn't tell anybody about? So that's what we're going to be talking about in the first segment, talking about the Pandora station that you wouldn't think that Matt and I listen to, and also the Pandora station that we don't want to tell you about. But you know the great part about this podcast? We're going to tell you about it. Coming up after that, we're going to throw a tribute to one of my best friends, Jeff. It is Jeff's birthday, so we talked about what your favorite video game system is. Jeff loves video games, and so Matt and I talked about our favorite video games. And then to end off episode 3, we have the first reveal of what our first project is as far as giving back to the community and helping out with charities. If this is your first episode that you're listening to, and this is the first time you're hearing it, I'd recommend you go listen to episodes 1 and 2. If you have, I'll give this as a refresher. This show is about 2 things. Number 1, making you smile, which is going to be covered with Pandora talk and video games, check. And the second part, and almost more importantly, is giving back to the community. We want to help other people. And so by part of that, we do that in 2 ways. 1, we ask for you to promote any charities or programs that help other people. You can let us know by going over to the show page and nominating a charity. Every Sunday, we're going to promote them on our Facebook page to try to give them as much exposure as we can. But here on the show, every few months, we're going to do an event. And by that event, what we want to do is either gather anybody that we can to help out, gather donations. You can give directly to the foundation, whatever it is. But we're actually going to be talking about our first project today, which we will be doing in a few months. It'll be something that you can be involved in either physically by joining up with the show, or you can donate directly to the charities. I promise you it's something that you are going to want to be involved in, and this is the driving force behind this show, getting together to help people as a collective unit and help people that aren't able to have the means to do these things that you and I take for granted on a daily basis. So again, we'll be talking about the different Pandora stations, we'll be talking about video games with Matt, and then we'll be unveiling our first project that we're going to be working on together. Again, if you want to get in touch with us, head over to the show page. It's loganstovershow.com. If you're listening on iTunes or YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe to our channels. We want to hear you. We want to know what you're thinking about. If you love us, great. Let us know you love us. If you hate us, great. Hey, that's even fine, too. I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm a sensitive guy, but I can take it. Let us know. We're available on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all those things. So go ahead and head over to the show page if you want to get in touch with us. We have a great episode coming up. I'm glad you can join us. Here we go. This Sunday, it's Monster Jam at Anaheim Stadium, featuring Donkey Leg, Grave Jumper, Hoop-de-Hoop, Francis Goes to Camp, and the reigning champion Billy Bagel. Catch all of them live this Sunday at Angel Stadium, Monster Jam. Hey guys, it's Logan.
And Matt.
And we were just having a conversation, and no, I didn't, fart, and this isn't our second take because I farted when we tried our first one. We were having to talk about, different things that we can mention on the show, which seems, doesn't that seem like that's our intro to everything that we talk about?
Pretty much.
Right? That it's like, what could we talk about? And then we start everything with, hey, so we were talking about, we'll get better at that? Well, it's not you.
Well, we probably won't. We'll say we will, but we won't.
Yeah. Well, usually I'm the one that starts it off, and it's not, You're right, because I don't want to say that we'll do things and then we will, when we have no intentions of it.
We don't.
Do you have an intention of it?
No,
No, me neither.
Being random.
So let's just not. We're not going to lie to anybody who's listening. I'm not going to lie. No, we're not going to try to get better at this. This is what you get. Yeah. Anyway, so we were talking about Pandora, and for those of you that live under a rock, I'd be really, really interested to talk to you if you somehow figured out how to listen to our podcast, but didn't know what Pandora music was. Right? Like, can you?
I don't think that applies to anybody.
Like,
I hope not. If not, you need to go download Pandora.
Like, there's somebody out there who's listening to this, like one person. Well, because we have like 7 people that listen. So maybe
7 now.
I was hoping 7. I was hoping 7 people were listening to us. I think that like if we hit 10, we should throw a party.
Done.
Okay, cool. Eventually we're going to get to the topic that we want to talk about. So anyway, we were talking about Pandora music, and again, for those of you that don't know what Pandora music is, if you happen to be the one person out there that listens to our podcast but doesn't know what Pandora music is, it's an app that you can download on your phone. It's kind of like an iPod Shuffle. Is that what you'd say, like an iPod Shuffle of like the general music?
So it's still like a music service, I guess, that just streams a bunch of songs and over time learns your taste in music. Yeah. And tailors the radio station to fit your taste.
Exactly. So you would say, for example, you like the band Chicago or Queen, and they would have Queen radio, and it would be songs, some from Queen. I have one that's Rascal Flatts radio. My wife and I like Rascal Flatts. So there's some Rascal Flatts songs and then other country songs that are,
that are similar.
Similar in type to what they have. So we're talking about Pandora music, and then I kind of thought, what is, something that you would have on your Pandora? And before we start talking, I want to say, head over to our show page, loganstovershow.com. And any topic that we talk about, we want to hear from you. Want to know what your thoughts are on. You can send us Twitter, whatever it is. Talk to us about it. What is a Pandora station that you have or that you listen to that either A, might surprise people, or B, you wouldn't tell people about, or you wouldn't want to tell people about? So I mentioned it a little while ago. There's a couple. So I'll bring up one that isn't like surprising that I don't want people to know about. I think it's one of the beautiful things about this podcast is that all these things that I didn't want people to know about,
we're now broadcasting to the entire internet.
Right, that anybody can listen. And it's kind of, it feels good. It's kind of cathartic to like get it out there on some of the things, not on everything. You talking about being a baby model, that was just something I know that you did not want to talk about.
Right.
So one that I have, for example, that people, might find interesting, is I love Phil Collins. I didn't tell you about this, did I?
No, not at all.
It gets kind of like weird. So I know we're listening to radio, but I have a beard. It changes lengths every now and then depending on itchiness and things like that. I love it. That's the. That's
what I want to do. Well, there you go. There's one of mine.
We'll see. Matt's decided to. Are you looking through your Pandora stuff?
Yeah, I was looking through it and it actually started playing.
So while you're doing that, I'll talk about my Phil Collins thing. So I love Phil Collins, Genesis Days, even regular that, and I love the songs that are like that. So what does it have to do with my beard and itchiness and different levels? So I have this weird thing, dude, that I love to listen to Phil Collins music while I'm shaving. That's weird.
So what is it about Phil Collins that just completes your shaving experience?
I think the question that we should be asking is what is not good about Phil Collins and shaving? So,
also a valid question.
Sorry, I just choked on thinking about Phil Collins. Wow, that came out inappropriate. There's something about it. Like he does that cover for the song "Can't Hurry Love."
Okay.
And you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. They say love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. If you could just see me singing this,
while shaving.
No, while looking into your eyes right now while I was singing it, that was a little awkward, but Still interesting. Yeah. So I like to listen to that while I'm shaving, and the different songs that are on that radio station. And then there is another radio station that I listen to, which my inner circle of friends, it doesn't surprise them because they know the general premise around it. But I mentioned it to you. I didn't go into detail. What do you? I don't know what yours is.
No.
I said let's go into this blind, and you want to go first? What is? Well, let me say, is it one that is interesting, or is it one you wouldn't want people to know?
I have one of both, and I'll go with the one I wouldn't want people to know, as you just heard us start playing a minute ago. I have a Taylor Swift Pandora station.
Oh yes, I had
right.
I had no expectations of this. Like I figured that it wasn't going to be something that it's not awful. Okay, so why and how?
I don't know. Every now and then when I'm running, Taylor Swift just does it for me. Sounded bad, but yeah, that's why when you heard me open up my Pandora, it started playing Selena Gomez as part of my Taylor Swift radio.
See, so I couldn't hear because I have the for this I have the audio headphones on, so I'm just hearing what it is that we're talking about. But I kind of heard some music in the background. That was Selena Gomez.
Yeah, about that.
So I don't know Selena Gomez songs or that, and this is not like a cover up or anything, but I don't know Selena Gomez music. Is it Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, or just in that genre?
No, it's a Taylor Swift station, and just I guess played Selena Gomez as being similar to Taylor Swift. I don't know,
but Taylor Swift has some really good songs.
She does.
Like "Shake It Off." I like that song. That's fun. It's fun for the whole family.
Yeah. So
Taylor Swift is your
my go-to running playlists.
That is just
maybe it's a tempo thing. I don't know.
And I'm just trying to picture it. You running with Taylor Swift playing, and you know what? I shouldn't. I'm not going to clown on you because I agree with you, and we agree on a lot of things. But that's I agree with you. I think that would be good. When I mentioned mine, I listen to mine also when I work out. So I get it. So that's the one that you wouldn't normally tell people about it because you don't want to be judged. Okay.
And too late.
Yeah, there is so much judging by the 7 people listening to this. Yeah, I'm really
you have a lot of good material to make fun of me now, so.
Yeah, well, I'll pick out one of the 7 people. Hey Dad, while you're listening, I hope you're judging Matt, and
pretty sure he is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
So that was it. Mine. So we started with mine. My interesting one that you may not know, but is interesting, is my Phil Collins shaving radio. I think it's not necessarily the Phil Collins that's interesting about that. I think it's more that I have a routine that when I shave, I listen to.
That's
music.
Definitely the more interesting piece of that. Yeah.
More okay. What is your station that you think people may not know, but is an interesting thing you listen to?
Bluegrass.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I may or may not know, I love playing guitar. I'm not good at it, but I love messing around with it. And for whatever reason, I enjoy the stringed instruments in bluegrass. So every now and then when I get the itch, I turn on my bluegrass Pandora station.
Do you know, are there bands that you like? Because I don't. I mean,
no, I don't know enough to know different bands on that. There is just kind of an interesting aside here. Let me see if I can find this.
So here's why you're looking for it. It's funny you mentioned that. I mean, I was born and raised Southern California, so obviously bluegrass is not a thing, but
not in your repertoire.
A friend of mine, when I was growing up, his dad actually played bluegrass music.
Really?
Had the whole ZZ Top beard and everything,
okay.
And actually met his wife and my friend's mom at was like a following of bluegrass.
Really?
And I had no idea that even here in Southern California, when these bluegrass bands like would play, it's like a cult following that shows up for these groups. Yeah. So that's pretty
here we go. Here's what I was looking for. So there is oddly enough, there is a series of albums called the Pickin On series, right? And what it is these famous in the bluegrass world bands cover like current like pop and rap songs.
Okay, I'm following you. I'm getting it.
So I mean, there are like these bluegrass bands covering like Gin and Juice.
Oh my God!
Like covering like.
And this is the kind of
earlier, like Taylor Swift.
And you like that?
I listen to it sometimes. Yeah.
That is, sometimes like you just like you hear something for the first time and you're like, how was that not done before? And how come like that is something I never would have thought even existed like in the world.
Yeah.
Like you're going around your day-to-day life. I'm walking around at Target picking up the stuff that my wife asked me to pick up. And little do I know that there's somebody out there currently recording Gin and Juice in a bluegrass set to it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Wow. Okay. So we've got the two that you have. So your one that you wouldn't tell people about is Taylor Swift. Yeah. And is it just bluegrass in general or bluegrass covering the rock? Because you like the bluegrass.
I just bluegrass.
Okay. So bluegrass music. Yeah. Okay. So my interesting one is in reverse is Phil Collins Radio.
Okay.
Which I think is interesting. My one that I would not, Pandora station that I would not tell people about is Disney movie theme song radio.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's Disney Disney movies, like the like the song.
So you got like Beauty and the Beast, Little Pocahontas. Nice, I like it.
So there's probably something I should mention along with that. And I know it's just us sitting here, and I don't know why I'm whispering.
But you feel the need to...
I feel the need to whisper because I feel like nobody else is going to know about this.
But everybody will know.
But deep down inside my belly, like I can feel it.
But you want everybody to know,
that all 7 people that listen are now going to know about it.
I think we may be up to 8 now.
I think with this information, we might get up to 9.
Oh wow!
So there's something that you don't know about me. I know pretty much every word to every major Disney song from every movie.
Really?
Yes.
I really feel the need to test this.
So this feels good. It feels good that it's out there. So, people that who know me, and that just being my wife and probably my mom, know that I'm a Disney fan. Like I am not. I mean, when we look around the room here in the podcast studio, I mean, I've got some Disney stuff up. I mean, there's like a Mickey and Minnie Mouse behind us over here. Yeah. But it's like I'm not like a Disney like crazy. I mean, my wife and I go like once every week, every couple of weeks. We have Disneyland passes, but I'm not like a Disneyland fanatic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not. Oh my God, Disneyland! Like I like Disney and stuff. And I, I was into music and something about Disney music. So my secret one is I listen to. It's not like Disney radio. That's like teen or tweener like Disney stuff.
It's the actual movie soundtracks.
Specifically, yes, the movie soundtracks. And it's. It's putting. So here I'll even add on to it. I used to work at a gym, and part of when I worked at the gym was I would open up the gym, and I would open up the gym at 4 a.m. So I would get there at 3:30 in the morning,
just to blare Disney tunes.
And so we had Pandora is what the gym ran on, and so when I went in, the lights didn't turn on. They turned on automatically. They turned on at like 3:50, so like 10 minutes before the gym opened. But I would still come in and I would start unlocking and turning on all the treadmills, doing that. So I would turn on Radio Disney in this giant gym, and I would blast Radio Disney, and I'd be running around on the treadmills, singing the songs, turning on all the treadmills, turning on all the machines, turning on all like the tanning bedrooms and all that stuff. And so why? I don't know. But through that, I I knew songs from like my childhood, and I knew this, but I eventually I was learning songs that I didn't even like see the movie. Like I was learning like songs from Tangled. I still have not even seen Tangled. I learned like before I even saw Frozen. I knew the Frozen songs. Like I took a quiz. They had this Facebook quiz that had like the Beauty and the Beast like opening song, like the sound where she's walking through the village, and it's like fill in the blanks. And
did you nail it?
Oh, dude, nailed it. Like I feel like I'm on the spot here, and like I want to do it, and I'm nervous about this.
Let's test.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna miss it, and I feel like I'm on the pressure. But
what? Okay, so I'll read a line, and I want to see if you can.
What song is it?
Okay, I'm gonna do "Colors of the Wind."
Okay.
From Pocahontas. So I'm just gonna read a line, and I'm gonna see if you can follow it up.
Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth.
I'm not gonna do the chorus. Okay, so.
Okay.
You think you own whatever land you land on.
The earth is just a dead thing you can claim, but I know every rock and tree and creature has a spirit. Wait a minute. Has a. Wait a minute.
So close.
Has a. Dun dun. Has a spirit. Has a name. Oh. See,
has a life.
Has a life. Has a spirit.
I put you on the spot,
has a name.
Nailed that one. Okay. Let's look at Mulan.
Ooh, I like Mulan. Are you gonna do "Make a Man Out of You"?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know that song? This is gonna be easy, huh?
Oh, dude. You said Mulan, and I immediately said. So here, I want to tell you, if you're listening to the podcast by right now, if you don't get it, now you get it. Okay. So let's go. I like this. I'm feeling better about it.
So the line I'm gonna give you is "Tranquil as a forest."
Tranquil as a forest, but a fire within. Once you find your center, you are sure to win.
Nailed it. All right, you are certified Disney master.
Oh, man. It feels so good. Again, this show is just so cathartic in so many ways to get out there. Do one more. Now I want to see.
Do one more? Okay. Let's see. Let me find another Disney.
How about I'll give you one that's I almost said that I've been working on. How about Toy Story? You've Got a Friend in Me. We went to Disneyland this morning, and my John's daughter, Addison, our de facto goddaughter, is really into Toy Story now. She's really into Toy Story, so we went on the Toy Story ride for the first time. She had a blast. John, actually, we went on the Little Mermaid ride. I didn't tell you this. Went on Little Mermaid, and she has a little Woody doll. Mm-hmm. So she's carrying around her Woody doll. And John, when we were getting onto the ride, it was the three of us, John, Addison, and myself, in one of the seashell cars. And John dropped the Woody on the tracks where the seashells go, and they ran over the Woody. And it just ran over, and they stopped the ride, and right when we were getting on, and we pulled the Woody off, and they just wanted to make sure that it wouldn't have anything. So, anyway, so you got anything from that?
I do.
Okay.
I do. So let me give you "And Your Miles and Miles."
Your miles and miles. Ooh. Is it from your lifelong friend? No. Wait a minute. No, you give me some words before that, because I'm trying to think what part.
Okay. When the road looks rough ahead.
Oh, when the road looks rough ahead, and you're miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me.
I'm trying to find a good song here to give you a challenge. Let's see.
You can silently applause at home. You're welcome. I think we found ourselves a new segment. Try to stump Logan with Disney music.
Disney music?
Nothing makes me feel like a grown adult man better than trying to stump me with this. As I sit here with my Disneyland coffee cup right next to me.
That's true.
Okay, we'll do one more. One more.
One more? Okay. So I'm going to try to give you a challenge to this one. From a lesser-known Disney film, The Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, I won't know it. But
you don't know this one?
Maybe. You can try it. I mean, I won't.
Okay.
I mean, I watched this when I was like 10. It was a great movie.
Be brave, little one. Make a wish for each sad little tear.
I know the song. I can't remember it. No, I can't even. You got me. You stumped me. There it is. Rescuers Down Under. No, you got me. So I lied.
I can't fault you for not knowing that one, though.
Not every Disney movie. I thought I was good, but no, I didn't. I should say I guess
you did pretty good.
More recent times, so I appreciate that. So there you go. As always, we want to know what it is that you have that are your guilty little secrets.
Do you listen to Taylor Swift too?
Do you listen to Taylor Swift when you jog? Do you shave to Phil Collins? Do you secretly know all the words to Disney songs and you're a grown adult
We can't
man?
be the only weird ones. There's got to be some weird ones out there too.
There's got to be, weird people. I mean, without weird people out there, we just don't have any...
The world's a boring place then.
Right. Like, we don't... Number one, we don't have anybody to listen to us.
True.
And two, we don't want it to be a boring... There's a lot of stuff going on outside. Like, and we... What was... When we talked about and what we want to do on this show, number one thing that I said to you is I want to make people smile. I want to make people smile. And if me churning out some Disney music there... And you talking about your Taylor Swift and bluegrass covering rap and Phil Collins shaving radio and Radio Disney. If that doesn't make you smile, then I don't know what.
Something's wrong with you.
If those don't make you smile, go and listen to our segment where we talk about Matt doing a baby model. That'll make you smile. You just thought that it would end at that segment, and I wouldn't bring it back up.
I'm never going to live that one down.
No. Head on over to our show page, loganstovershow.com. You can get in touch with anybody who's on the show. Send us a Twitter message. Don't forget to check out our YouTube page, and make sure you hit subscribe. We want to make sure that we get our YouTube channel up and running, but we can't do that unless we have 100 of you click subscribe, because we eventually would like to have it so it's easier for you to get to. YouTube.com/Logan Stover Show doesn't exist without your help. So make sure you head on over to the show page, click on a direct link. It's much easier than trying to search for us on YouTube. I've tried a few times, and it's not working. And that's about it. We'll go right back.
Hey guys, it's Matt here from the Logan Stover Show. Head on over to our show page at loganstovershow.com. Send us an email, send us a tweet. We'd love to hear from you guys. Talk to you soon.
Hey guys, back here. It's Logan.
And Matt.
And one thing that we were talking about and we wanted to bring up in honor of our friend Jeff's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Matt's still away at his computer. It is Jeff's birthday today, and in honor of Jeff, who loves video games and is a great friend, we had the idea of what is your favorite video game system ever and why. So we had a long discussion of about, what do you say, 10 seconds? 11?
Yeah, probably about that.
How long did it, don't say what your decision was. How long did it take you to come up with your decision?
Oh, I've known that for years.
You knew it even
before? Oh, yeah. Before you posed that question, I already knew.
So you knew the answer to the question before the question was asked?
Oh, yeah, there's one system that's very near and dear to my heart, and we'll get into that.
Okay. You want to... So here let me preface it, and I'll let you go first. And we really took some thought into this, and I say that in hope that we did put some thought, because Matt said about it before, but at least I put some thought into it. There's a lot of video game systems out there, and nothing's out of reach. I mean, we can go as far back as Atari, or even further back, or we can go all the way up to PS4 or Xbox One. So anything qualifies. What was your choice, and why?
My choice is N64. Why? It is the first real modern first-person shooter. GoldenEye.
I was going to say, I know what you're talking about.
Great game.
When you got your Nintendo 64, how old were you?
I was...
And how did you get it?
Okay, so I got it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. From your parents, I'm
assuming. From my parents, yeah. I was... Oh, man, I don't even know. I had to be... I guess probably around 10. When did the N64 come out?
I don't know.
That's dating myself now.
That's your part.
I want to say it was around like 96. Yeah. It was released on September 26, 1996. It was at Christmas. I
Okay.
got it.
1996. Okay, so I was 11.
So I was 10. My brother and I played that thing for probably 72 hours straight.
What was the first game that you had?
The first game we played was the classic Mario 64.
Mario 64, which at the time was insane.
Yeah, it was insane. So yeah, we got it. We got 2 games. We had Mario 64, and we also got Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, we had
great.
Mario Kart 2.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, so yeah, we had those 2 racing games and Super Mario 64, and we played that. It had to be 72 hours straight. Did not sleep. That was my first introduction into video games.
What were your parents' thoughts on you and your brother playing 72 hours straight? Were they cool with it, or were they just kind of like
They were probably cool with it because we weren't tearing up the house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could imagine that's probably what you guys would normally be doing.
Yeah.
And probably tearing each other apart.
Of course.
And you do that. So what did you have systems before that, or was that your first one?
So before that, I had played like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis at friend's house, but that was the first system I owned.
First system that you had on your own. So you didn't have anything going back.
Yeah, I didn't own anything going back. Yeah, I played but never owned. So it was my first real system of my own. I loved it.
Now that makes me. I was trying to think of what word does not have a sexual innuendo to it. I was going to say that makes me excited. That makes me happy. Either of those. Since we're just starting, with recording here for the podcast, what's over to your right here in the podcast room?
Would be a Super Nintendo.
That's incorrect. You want to try again? Even earlier. Do you know what that is? That's an original
NES.
Original Nintendo Entertainment System.
Antique at this point, right?
An antique at this point. 29 years old, 30 years old. Still the original. It's there. The reason I bring it up is because, whether you know it or not, we're going to eventually be playing it and recording it. Why? Because, we have nothing else to do. We have this great new podcast studio / guest bedroom at Logan's house. My wife says until we have a baby that this is what it can be. I have a great wife. I love you.
We have nothing but time.
We have nothing but time.
Nothing but time.
So you didn't have anything before. That was your first video game system.
Right.
You said your favorite game was GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Altogether. Down. How many hours do you think you put into GoldenEye?
Oh, man. I don't even know how to even quantify that.
Now, if you didn't play the games, you maybe don't understand what I'm talking about. But if you did, you'd understand. When you played multiplayer, were you a golden gun type of guy, or were you just like, no golden gun, just...
I was very anti-golden gun. One shot, one kills is cheap.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so for those of you that aren't into Nintendo or to James Bond GoldenEye, there was a gun that you could have in the game that was a golden gun, and it was gold, and it's what you'd think it would be. But if you shot at somebody and you hit them, they just died in the one shot.
Yeah, you could shoot somebody in the big toe and they would just fall over dead.
Right, and then that was kind of cheap because when you'd play the game, I mean, there were certain parts where it was fun, like if you play with your friends, that it was kind of like just quick, whatever. But no, it was. You were right. Besides, I remember playing Doom. And it's funny we mentioned Jeff for his birthday. I played at Jeff's house for the first time. I wasn't allowed to have Doom at my house. And, the God-fearing church family that I grew up in. But, and Jeff's parents are amazing, too. So, Fred and Helen, if you're listening, I love you both. You were great. Jeff had that, and we loved playing it. And but, yeah, you're right. When GoldenEye came out, it just changed everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is not too far off from that. It may surprise you. It shouldn't. Well, actually, it shouldn't surprise you because I told you literally about it before we started recording. So you should have no surprise to it. But mine was actually Super Nintendo, of which you mistakenly thought Nintendo was.
About that.
Mine was Super Nintendo, and it's funny for a lot of the same reasons. I had NES and Game Boy. But I didn't really get to play it. I mean, I was too young. It was like a thing that was like a hand-me-down. It was given from like my cousins, and I didn't really get to play it. But Super Nintendo for me is the reason is, and you mentioned it, Donkey Kong. Did you ever play Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country?
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong Country was insane, And it was one of the first. I got it for Christmas. No, I'm sorry, I lied. I got it for my birthday. I got Donkey Kong Country for Christmas. But I played Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 with Blanca, Chun-Li, Ryu,
Classic.
Ken, everybody there. I loved that. It just, just the graphics of it. It was awesome at the time. And the second part of it was when Donkey Kong Country came out. It was one of those first games, and I'm just guessing off the top of my head. You know now when you pre-order something that you get like a poster or something with it, right?
Yeah, some sort of like skin or poster.
Right. So Donkey Kong Country, back when you ordered it, gave you a extra large T-shirt with Donkey Kong on the front, with the 1990s retro like green and white and bananas on it. I loved that shirt probably just as much as the game, and I didn't really grow into being the whole 5'10" that I am now until I was like a junior in high school. So I was, and it's a men's extra large shirt, and I was in 4th grade, and I was about 3'5", and wearing this extra large shirt.
So you had a Donkey Kong dress.
Yes, and it was my favorite shirt, and I had begged my mom and my grandma to let me wear it. Which my grandma bought it for me, my grandma Chuchi, and I begged them to let me wear it to picture day for school, in elementary school. At first, not so good. However, if you look back at my 4th grade picture from that year, you're going to see who won that.
Who won that battle?
Because there I am in my Donkey Kong dress, wearing that, and it was awesome. And I think my mom's mentality was, it was like, you know what, we've gotten all the cute years out of this kid, and when let's be realistic, when you're pushing 4th grade. At least I was. The cute years are gone.
Right.
So, and
leaving the cute years into the awkward phase, right?
Right. And anybody who's part of our family or seen like our family pictures. I mean, my mom dressed me up in, when I was a kid, white tuxedos. She dressed me up in like hula clothes. I mean, she dressed me up as Michael Jackson for Halloween one year.
I got to see these pictures.
So I think it was kind of one of those. Well, I owe him one. And so anyway, I wore my Donkey Kong Country shirt to school. Probably thought that was like the coolest day I ever had at school. And I love that game. I kept playing it. I think it was one of the only games that I actually woke up before school to like play it. I'd wake up at like 5 in the morning and play it, knowing like I'm going to get scolded that, hey, you're playing video games at like 5 in the morning. But it was worth it. So there you have it. And thanks to Jeff's birthday, and happy birthday, Jeff. Matt's favorite was
N64 all the way.
N64, mine Super Nintendo. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, that's the beauty of this show. It doesn't really matter what Matt and I think. I mean, unless you guys just find it entertaining. But go onto the show page, loganstovershow.com. Send us an email, send us a tweet, send us a Facebook message. There's links to all of our stuff on there. Don't forget to check out our YouTube page and hit subscribe. You can listen to us in different ways. And let us know what you think. What was your favorite video game system and why? We'll be back in a second. Thanks.
Well, howdy. Buck Buffington here for Buck Buffington's Gently Used DVD selection. You looking for that used copy of A League of Their Own featuring Gina Davis? Well, we got it. How much? $1. You also looking for that copy of the movie Gia? We've got it. How much? $1. You want to find all the Simpsons episodes on DVD? Gently used, of course. Well, we got it. How much? $1. Stop on down if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to Buck Buffington's Gently Used DVDs.
Hey guys, it's Logan here.
And Matt.
One of the beautiful parts of this show is that we don't have any advertisers. It's part of when we came up of doing this show. One of the ideas is that I didn't want to have this show is not about money. This show is not about making money. If you want to send us money, that's cool. Like, we're okay with that. I mean, we just use it to make the show better and buy stuff. But anyway, this show is, and I've mentioned it before, number one, making you smile. We enjoy doing this. We hope you enjoy listening to it. And another important part of this show and why we don't have advertisers, because we want to choose who we give back to. And so Matt and I were talking about different ways, and this was months ago. When we were building the website, we were talking about who do we want to do, and I was pitching my ideas of, like, what we want to benefit and things like that, and came up with the idea of wanting to help provide clean drinking water to different various places. And that's something we want to go towards. And, we also want to make this a challenge. We want to make it a challenge on something that, that we have to do to show that we care. And it's very easy for us to just sit here and say, hey guys, go ahead and donate $15 and we can go ahead and provide clean drinking water to the people of Nicaragua.
But we're going to hit the road and we're going to make this happen. And do you want to talk a little bit about how we specifically want to make this happen?
Yeah, and this is so this is the first time we're going to mention it. And this is going to take place, and we don't know when, because we don't know how long it's going to take us to
get ready for this.
To get ready for it.
It's a bit of a physical challenge.
A bit. So the thing is that we are not asking for donations now. We will be asking for your donations. And in order to show this and to challenge ourselves, Matt and I will be walking. For those of you that live in Southern California, you'll get this. If not, you can Google it. We will be walking from Seal Beach Pier in Seal Beach, California, down Pacific Coast Highway, 17.1 miles to the end of Newport Beach Harbor, or Newport Beach, where the Wedge is, the famous Wedge surfing spot. That is, if you Google map it from the Wedge, Newport Beach, and we'd start at Seal Beach and work our way down, 17.1 miles. It said it can take anywhere from 6 to 8 hours to walk. Right now, would you be able to do it?
I'd probably get about halfway and stop.
That would be extremely generous for me to get about halfway. So there's multiple reasons that we want to do this, but ultimately we want to be able to use this platform to help others. And something that we had found that we thought was a pretty good idea is you were familiar when I brought them up, was water, these purified water straws. What did you?
The LifeStraw.
LifeStraw. And so they run pretty much anywhere from like $14 to $20 on average. Essentially what it is it looks like a, chubby little straw. That sounds kind of funny, chubby little straw. It's a chubby little straw. We were serious for like a good, it was a good 3 minutes there, right? Man, we were doing, that was the longest we were serious. And it's a straw that purifies water. It's portable. It's no electricity, anything required. Essentially, filter like 1,500 liters of water. And we thought this would be a great idea to be able to raise money to get some of these and send them to, wherever it is that they need be. But again, it'd be easy to sit here and just ask for you to donate, and here's the places we want to. So there's two parts of this. One, again, we're not doing this second. We're going to start getting ready for this. Matt, I think, is going to talk a little bit more about that because I have no idea what I'm going to do. And we were talking about ways to challenge ourselves. But we want you to know that this is something that we're going to be working on. And when we say I don't mean him and I mean all of us that are here. If you want to challenge yourself as well, we want you to do that. But ultimately, we want you to spread the word. So when it comes to the time, we'd like everybody to donate one of these. And if we could get even 100 of these and send them to some of the places that we've been talking about, you'd be amazed at how much of a difference just 100 of these would make to people.
Could you imagine the impact 100 of these straws could make? Talking about 1,500 liters of clean drinking water per straw.
And what I was talking to you about is that I was watching this documentary on this town in Peru that's mostly women, single mothers that live in this mountain village that has water, but it's just disgusting water because it runs through the city when it runs down from the mountains and it gets down to them, and through the foothills, it's all that. But this like this device that we're talking about would actually purify the water from what they have. And there's 350 people that live in this town. So if we imagine 1/3 of them, and they could, use it, essentially we can provide an entire town clean drinking water. And, it's not like a permanent solution, but we want to help. And that's just one place of an example we talked about. So again, if you have places that you think that we could do, or again, we don't know if it could just be we get 5 of these and we buy them ourselves. But that isn't what this is about. We want you to know about it, and we want you to, when we're ready, we want you to step up and help us, because we're going to step up. If you want to challenge yourself and do something and walk 17 miles, if you want to do it with us.
Yeah, if you're in Southern California, let us know.
Yeah, if you're in Southern California, go ahead and reach out to us. I mean, you can join us. I mean, I almost said a bad word. I was going to say, heck, if we have 400 people walking down PCH, how awesome would that be?
It would make a statement.
Definitely tough to get through that Jack in Box down off of Superior and when we get halfway to Huntington Beach. So, I mean, it's something that we want to do. What we want you all to know is that this is what this show is about. I mean, we have a good time, we laugh, we have fun, we talk about baby modeling pictures. That's 3 segments in a row I mentioned that. Yes. We want you to be a part of it, and we want to help other people. We want to make this world a better place. We know there's a lot of things going on out there that are rough. We want to make it better, and we want to step up and do it. So, Matt brought up a good fact earlier, that is probably that I could not go, or we could not go and walk 17.1 miles from Seal Beach to Newport Beach. So we are going to... So what is your plan, Matt, that you think...
Yeah, so definitely a bit of a physical challenge. We need to prepare ourselves for this. My idea is actually to start running.
What other options?
What other options are there?
If we don't like running.
If we don't like running,
can I just walk somewhere?
You can walk.
Okay, good. Keep it.
It's gonna be a lot of walking.
I was so rude. I interrupted you because I just hate running. Okay.
So I'm gonna start running.
Okay.
As my plan, I'm going to specifically challenge myself to get up to 5K distance, maybe 10K. And my assumption is that if I can run that long, walking should be okay.
You were sounding real confident right up there to the end.
I'm very confident, yeah.
You're pretty... Okay,
I'm confident.
You're confident through the full sentence?
I'm confident.
Okay, not just...
So...
Okay.
Yeah, so, kind of going back to our base here, we're trying to make the world a better place through laughter and action. And this is going to be our attempt to provide a better life to someone.
Hopefully the first of many. First of many things.
This won't be the last time we do this.
I'm not going to lie. I hope all of the things that we do to help people don't involve walking 17.1 miles. I'm okay with it. Like, I'll do it. Just maybe we spread it out. Maybe do something where we...
Something else?
You know what? No, I'm committing. I'm going to do it.
But,
okay.
We're going to do it. But yeah. So I'm going to run. What's your plan?
Oh, I was just going to kind of go with what you said.
But you don't like running. So.
I've always wanted to get a not like a pedometer, but like a fitness watch.
Okay.
And kind of be able to track what it is that I'm doing. So I'm going to do that. There's no better excuse for that. It's pretty cool. The complex where Condo's at is exactly 0.5, so half a mile in roundage. And so I will take my loving wife and force her to go out there.
So walk around that 34 times.
I will not get distracted by playing Pokemon Go while I walk. I will try not to.
You will. But it's for a good cause.
But it's a good cause. So we're not going to set a timeline on this. But what we want from you to take out of this is an understanding of, again, that this is what this show is about. We also want you to challenge yourself. And we don't want you just to challenge yourself and not tell us about it, because we want you to tell us everything that is going on. I don't know about everything, but...
Most things.
I mean, we could filter through, But we want to hear, if you decide to challenge yourself, we want you to go and think of something that you can do and have a positive outcome on it. Keep in mind, you can have a positive outcome affecting others by affecting yourself. You can go out and give yourself a challenge to walk 3 miles, and you don't have to raise money to give water to somewhere else. You're making a positive outcome on yourself and your attitude. You're better, for your community, because you're a better person. You're not an a-hole walking around double parking everywhere. So, challenge yourself. Know that this is what the program's about, and keep it in the back of your mind that we're going to be working towards it. We'll give updates as we go along, and we'll, keep working on it. And then eventually, once we get this all set down, hopefully not like a year from now or
once
something.
We get some dates and
once we get a date, we'll get a date of something that when we plan on doing it. Then again, if there's those of you that want to come and join us, by all means, come and join us.
Reach out.
we'll get to that spot, and once we get to that date, we'll let everybody know. And if there's just me and Matt doing it, that's fine. If there's not, then we fully understand. But go ahead and keep it in the back of your mind, because we want to go ahead and do that. Did I miss anything? Or you?
I think that's about it. It covered it well. But yeah, no. Once again, if you guys want to do this, let us know, and go to our website, loganstovershow.com, and let us know what your plans are, what you are going to do to better yourself.
All right, so we'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right on back. Hey, everybody. Logan here. I want you to remember that this show is all about you, and that's why I'm here to ask for your support. Remember that on this show, we don't have any advertisers. Well, real ones anyway. But it does cost us money to run this show. That's why I ask for your help. Head over to the show page, loganstovershow.com, and click on the tab Support the Show. You can find different ways that you can support us there, either by donating via PayPal or other options that we'll have. And the easiest one that's there is that you can do your Amazon shopping through the Logan Stover Show. So again, head on over to Logan Stover Show. If you're going to do your Amazon shopping, click on the link on our Support Us page. It'll take you directly to Amazon, and just buy the stuff you were going to buy anyway. Amazon will give us a small amount of proceeds that will go towards the show. That can help us with maintaining the website and keeping all the equipment up to date, as well as additional money that we can donate to our charitable causes that we're doing. So please, I ask for your support and your help. Head over to the show page, loganstovershow.com. Click on the Support Our Show tab, and I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Hey, everybody. I'm really glad that you tuned in today for episode number 3. I hope that you learned a lot about us and that we hear from you. I know that there was some interesting information shared today on the Pandora stations that Matt and I listened to. I never would have thought that Matt listened to Taylor Swift while he goes jogging. And I guess I never would have known about bluegrass music covering rap music. That's pretty great. You heard about our different video game systems that we liked as our favorites. We want to know what yours is. Head on over to the show page and let us know. And most importantly, we unveiled our first project that we're going to do, which is our Walk for Water. And that is going to be a great project that we're all going to work on together to be able to provide others with clean water in different places around the world. We're going to give more details coming up in the next few weeks and let you know about the location, what date, what time. If you want to be involved, we'd love for you to join us and walk with us and be a part of it. So, as always, really want to make sure that you guys get in touch with us. Let us know. This show is nothing without you. So I'll leave you with this like I leave you before. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift from God. That's why they call it the present. Hope you have a good one. See you next time.